Hello there, and welcome to Geek Speak Next Level. My name is Nath, and you are watching the Geek Speak gaming channel. Today, guys, we are playing some Hogwarts Legacy. Now, full disclosure, we're playing the PS4 version, and the reason we're doing that is because I've already got the Platinum Trophy for the PS5 version, thoroughly enjoyed the game, so much so that I've actually deliberately bought the PS4 version just so we can get the double platinum on the game. But this time we'll be playing through it on story mode. We're going to just enjoy the beauty of the game. We're going to have a bit of fun. In an ideal world, I would like us to get to at least the sorting hat within this hour that we've got of gameplay today. So without further ado, we've already created my character, and so we're going to just jump straight in. As always, I will be quiet for cutscenes, guys, so you can appreciate the story of this marvellous game.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatergoers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I'd been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
And there we go, off to Hogwarts we go, guys. Now this playthrough, I'm going to be going for Slytherin, as in my original playthrough of the game, I was my own house, which is Ravenclaw. And I thought it would be quite interesting to do the bad guy playthrough this time. So we are going to be Slytherin when we get to the sorting hat. I'm also looking forward to doing a bit more Hogwarts Legacy, as bit of a minor spoiler here, not of the game, but of something coming up on the channel. I am planning a Christmas Let's Play series this year, and Hogwarts Legacy is one of the games that will be appearing in said Christmas Let's Play. So stay tuned for that. There should be a trailer coming up on the channel at some point before December 13th. Anyway.
Before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died. wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do.
Hang on!
Well, that was a bad way to go.
Yeah! Yeah! Jump! The key! Give me your hand!
Quite a dramatic opening for what is an excellent story experience.
Are you alright? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
There we go. Now, first things first, I will of course be inverting my horizontal axis because that is how I roll. Ooh. Let's just check that that's worked. Much better. Okay. So we've got our wand. And tell you what, can we change your outfit at all here? No, we've not unlocked any of that yet.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, A powerful magic wielded by a rare few. Seems to have been lost to time.
Oh, it's so pretty, this game, already.
This castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the port key, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
He's taking his time.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Oh, there we go.
Excellent! That was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Ah, up there. We're close now. It's just ahead.
It really does look like a ruin on the Scottish Highlands. They've absolutely done their research.
Steady yourself.
I also quite like the fashion sense in this game. Bow ties are cool.
Almost there.
It auto aims, which is pretty cool. It's quite helpful.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That port key led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
There's a statue. Let's investigate that first. Oh, yep, there is an interact button. Oh, it's a square, not circle.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Let's see what's over this way.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
I think we have to head out this way and around the side. Yep, there we go. Nothing else to interact with on the way.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the port key container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I
Gringotts.
don't believe it.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume.
Precisely.
The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
Stay close.
Plenty on display here for all of the avid Potter fans out there, Potterheads.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
Classic Harry Potter.
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vault you see now are the newest. Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts? They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You want to take a breath? A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure. Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you? Heard of it? These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
The attention to detail here is absolutely staggering. Really is.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw in the porky container.
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
You can hear the little notes of the Harry Potter theme in the background there.
Was accessed.
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door. Wait.
It's a lock-in.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
There we go, we've learnt Revelio.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Very eerie. Can't really see much ahead.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio!
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos!
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Well, now he's got trouble.
Potato!
Addio! Descendo! Levioso! Decoso! Exposo! Levioso!
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? Ah, that's where they're leading me. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Oh, there we go. So we've also got Stupefy. The combat in this game is very well designed, especially when you get the full repertoire of spells under your belt. There we go. This is where we need to be. There we go.
How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
Spot the bad guy.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Oh dear. That's a large sword.
I know a way out. Professor!
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the Pensive, the Locket, and the Path to Both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Yes, we do. Quite an opening to what is quite a game. And as I said earlier on, guys, we are going to be doing a Slytherin playthrough. And the reason for that being, I've completed the game as Ravenclaw before. Gryffindor doesn't really interest me. Hufflepuff doesn't really interest me. I've played through as a good guy, so I want to play through as a bad guy and see what the story difference is. Of course, there are two endings.
Missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now,
That's a good trick.
I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
He's no Dumbledore.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome.
This is so cool, this
You're
bit.
just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Can't wait to
I'm
explore.
looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
So to be Slytherin, I reckon we've got to go for ambition.
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
There we go, and we're going to accept house.
You belong in Slytherin!
And they seem very happy about it.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures.
He's so
I'm
unlikable.
sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Basically, naff off.
quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
She's very much modelled after Molly Weasley slash McGonagall, I reckon, because she's got that kind of mix of posh but lovely.
But one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Oh, there we go. We have started the game. We're going to keep going for a little while longer, guys. Do a few missions, get a feel for the world.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Now, we are ready to start properly. Let me see what I've got access to. Nothing yet still, okay. If I press the start button maybe? Ah, there we go. So we're level 1. We can't access any of these really other than settings and map at the moment. But we are level 1, so that's to be expected. The further into the game you get, the more spells you learn, the more abilities you can possess, and of course, the more cool fancy clothes you can wear. Oh, that's the wrong room. Oh, actually, there's something in there. What's in there? What's in the chest? Ah, I can't use the unlocking spell yet. Okay, so nothing for us there yet. Let's go into the common room and say hello to our new classmates.
Are in order.
Start.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Bit of foreshadowing there.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
So yeah, Sebastian is a fairly major character in the game. We now need to introduce ourselves to Imelda and Ominous. Great name that, Ominous. Oh, here we go. Here's Imelda.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
And finally, ominous.
They're hiding from us. I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
So Slytherin are pretty chill. At least for now.
Slytherin in here. Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Right, well, off to Professor Weasley we go.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Oh, here we go.
This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Let's have a little look and see if we can access it yet. Oh, thought I
guide
pressed.
will give you opportunity
Oh, okay, it's not letting me access it at this current time because mid cutscene.
to educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
There we go. So we've got the Kelpie statue. Tons of them around the game to find. Hidden field guide pages. Oh, here we go. Now we can open the field guide. So the game wants us to do it just in the right order. This is your wizarding XP. So we earn XP from doing stuff. That will track our completion, which is getting quite handy. So yes, so field guide page, we've got 1% at the moment, which gives us a little bonus. Here we go.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
So we now just got to follow Professor Weasley and carry on with our first day of school. Yes, here we go. This is useful.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
So great staircase, here we go. And return the map. So now I need to select the library and go to Central Hall. And just like that, fast travel within the game. Unlike the PS5 version, this does take a little time to load though between areas. That is one thing I'm noticing as a difference. Graphically, not much difference.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
There we go.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Ooh, we promised Fig would keep it a secret, so let's keep it a secret.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
So we've got our day planned out.
Revelio.
Firstly, let's get the field guide page here. And then let's go and speak to Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Oh, that's the map, not the field guide. Oh, actually, this is what we're going to do. Let's do defense against the dark arts first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Perfect, right. Let's just quickly see if we've got anything that we can use in our field guide yet. There we go, right. Gear. First things first, we've got a bunch of DLC stuff that we got for free. So let's have a little look. We've got... Oh, it's all level locked. Wonderful. So I don't think we can do much about any of this at the moment. Yeah, no, we can't really do that. Oh, well, we could always... Can we add gloves? There we go, we can add gloves. It doesn't really do much. Yeah, there's no benefit to having them on whatsoever either. What else do we have? Yeah, we really don't have much to choose from at the moment, do we? Oh, hang on, change appearance. Ah, right, so I need to press square. Oh, there we go, okay. Cool, so we could have prisoner coat from Azkaban, that looks terrifying. We could have that, we could have dark arts robe. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really gnarly, I like that. And what's this? Traditional school robe. Well, we've got the dark arts robe on. What about changing our regular... What do we have here? We've got the stylish vest. The regular prefect vest. We've got the Victorian garb that we were wearing earlier on. What else do we have here? We've got dark arts ensemble. Ooh, that's quite trendy. I like that. What's this? We've got the Azkaban prisoner uniform. Nope. Lilac ensemble. Ooh, that's a bit extra. I think we're going to go with this. Do we want to change anything? Can we change... Ooh, no, we don't want a hat or a face wear on at the moment. Yeah, if I equip the gloves, is there then the option to change the style? Yes, there is. Right, what have we got? Black leather gloves, dark arts gloves again. That's cool. Oh, we've got... Yeah, let's stick with this. This is our current look. We're going with this. Quests, we've got collections, we've got challenges. Let's have a little look. So we've got to complete another story to get the legendary gloves. But we have unlocked Hogwarts Regalia spectacles. I mean, there's not much use to us in terms of we're not going to wear glasses, because I don't wear glasses. That'll do for now. Right, let's follow the little glowy path that will take us to the Dark Arts class. Oh, there we go. Took the game a minute to register that we were at the door. If we can get any more pages as we go, we will. Oh, we've leveled up. I keep pressing the touchpad rather than the start button. We've leveled up. We can't use our talents just yet. We need to be a high level for that. Cool. Alright, let's just carry on then. But we are now at the Defense Against the Dark Arts tower, I was about to say. Trying to find any little bonus pages that we can as we go, because getting more experience is always better. Here we go. Is this the Dark Arts classroom? I think so. Ooh, a bit of dueling.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
She's a bit of a badass right there.
Age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
So here we go, we've got another spell to learn. Levioso, which is of course a variant of Wingardium Leviosa. Insert obligatory joke about it's not Leviosa, it's Leviosa.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Ah yes, the good old training dummies. So we've got to use the spell, I think it's 3 times successfully to pass the class. Nice and straightforward.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak. Now, well done.
Levioso.
There we go.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Here we go.
Nothing lucky about it. It can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Stupid Protego. Levioso.
I do enjoy lively dueling.
Well, we absolutely mullered him. Sorry, Sebastian.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Hashtag smugface.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Well, let's see what Sebastian's got to say.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent.
Leaning into our Slytherin tones there.
If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Right, well, we should probably head to our charms class. And so, oh, there we go. Got a little bronze trophy there as well. First class student. I'm going to change my outfit because we're going to a different class. I do like role-playing games like this. Let's change our coat to Charms Professor Robe. No, you know what? We're going to go for no robe. We're just going to enjoy looking suave and debonair. Oh, that is quite a good look, that. Right, so we go back to our map. And Charms class, here we go. Oh, why are we not tracking it? There we go. So we're going down the stairs this way. Hogwarts Castle is one of the most beautifully realised buildings I've ever seen in a video game. It's so huge. And the detail is exquisite. Clearly the people who made this very much enjoy Harry Potter.
Revelio.
Oh. Something around here is hidden. We do need to get a wiggle on if we're going to get to Hogsmeade as well. Oh, there's Peeves. Who was shamefully cut from the movies. I won't start ranting, but I've got strong feelings about what content was cut.
Have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here we go, begin quest.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome
He's
to
fun.
Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
His stand-up routine is brilliant.
Even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Right, so Accio, which is going to be very helpful for us to retrieve some of those hidden pages around the castle.
Accio. That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Glad I didn't wear my charms robe. Would have been awkward wearing the same thing as him.
Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh
Oh,
air.
yes.
After me.
This is fun. We're about to play a little game.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward. Splendid! Excellent control there. Not too much. Very good. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on now.
Oh, here we go.
You'll be the...
Right.
As before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Take it in turns. Who goes first then? Is it her or is it me? Cool.
That is how it's done.
That should be about right. Oh, there we go. Oh, she's going to up her game now as well.
There we go.
Let's see if I can't get my furthest one. Ah, I should have gone a bit further.
Nicely done.
Well, it's a draw so far. What do I need to do to beat her? I need a perfect. Okay. It's a tie.
Excellent control there.
Oh, that's annoying.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
By interesting, he means difficult.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Right, let's go for the middle one first and try and knock hers out of the way. If I can get her out of the way there. Oh, hello, no. Oh, all we've done there is given her more points. Bother. Come on, do the same for me.
That is how it's done.
Right, let's try and get the leftmost one now.
Quite impressive.
This is problematic. If she gets 50, we need to get 50 here. Oh, that's good. Okay, I think we might do it. Right, I need to get the timing just right for this. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's too close. Wait, how is she on? Oh, it's tied again. Oh, that's ridiculous.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
I couldn't do that again if I tried. Oh, I really wanted to beat her.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tight game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
There's lots of great characters in this game. Loads of character development. They really do maximize what they do.
Revelio.
You'd be using it on clothing.
A word, if you would.
You know it.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Oh, there we go. 2 quests down. Oh, there's something in here. Where is it? Ah, it might be outside the door.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Yes.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
She wants something.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Well, maybe she doesn't want something. Maybe she's just being nice. To be nice. Right, now, where do we go next? Let's get... Oh, there's a page up there. We'll receive that in just a second. Right, we need to go to Professor Weasley, I believe. Yes, here we go. First, let's do Accio on this page. There's tons of those around the map. So important to get them when you can.
Revelio.
In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
So we've got to follow the little yellow dots on the map. I can also tap up, and if I do that, a little path will lead me the way. Just some golden magic. Which is quite nice. It's a very clever little particle effect, I'll give them that. Oh, let's get that flue flame activated first.
On another adventure, are we?
The more flue flames we have, the better. The easier to get around the castle it is. Down here. And back over this way.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier.
Oh, here we go, trip to Hogsmeade.
Replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Right, let's go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Let's go with Sebastian.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
Oh, where's that? Ah, there we go. There's something over here. So let's go and speak with Professor Rowan next. And as the lady says, as soon as we do, we can get off to Hogsmeade.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to...
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Here we go. So we need to follow the little dots and we need to repair... Oh, hello, there's something here.
Right area. I wonder where the blind page is. Got it.
Right, now we need to collect the one in the Dark Tower.
The page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
And now we return to the Professor, who will teach us Repairer now that we've got a few more pages.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the...
Marvel. Let us give the old... Remember
Let's skip past some of this dialogue, so otherwise we're going to be here all day.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
There we go.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too...
Revelio.
Lashed out.
There we go. We're getting tons of pages and tons of experience. We're level 3 now. So the next mission, I think, is to head to Hogsmeade. So let's just quickly set a nav point. And off we go. Oh, level 4.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Not going to get distracted by side quests just at the moment, because I'm sure you guys want to see a wand being made.
Revelio.
Ah, there we go. Another flue flame. And another page.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Oh, and a treasure chest. Let's open that. That will give us some garb, plaid shirt and tie, school uniform. Let's have a little look at that quickly. Oh, I keep going in the wrong way to the menu. Oh, what we can do actually is we go back to collections though, not collections, challenges. We can see if what we get here, we get legendary gloves. Have we done that yet? No. And if we go to field pages, we should now have Hogwarts regalia gloves. Lovely. So plenty of little bits and pieces to unlock through the progression system in the game. And this time we're going to change our outfit properly, because we're also going to see if this is going to give us an upgrade in armor. So the traditional one here is 0 defense. This one's got 4 defense, so let's go for that. Ooh, I don't like that, how it looks anyway. So what we do is we can keep the stats, and then if we just go for change appearance, we can choose another appearance. Now, of the school uniforms, that's probably the one I like the most. So we're going to go with that. And it's going to be cold out, so let's go for... Oh, what do we want? Do we want to go for the traditional coat? Well, let's just go for the Slytherin robe. Go for traditional schoolwear. Cool. Alright, Callaballa, here we go.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
And off we go. After another loading screen. To be fair, it's quite nice seeing the loading screens, because I never got to see all the concept art before when I was playing the PS5 version. It's cool as well. I didn't realise that the little logo changes into all of the house emblems. Alright, what spells do we have equipped? All of the ones that we really need at the moment, anyway, that's fine.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Oh, the music's so good as well.
Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Revelio.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Like we already
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely.
Revelio.
Too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah! You can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
It is a painfully beautiful game, even on the PS4 version. It's really good. Just look at that grass and ground texture.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Hey, he's got us there.
I always thought Thestral's pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself so far too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
I'm glad there's a
Revelio.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
He's quite a character.
Tell me, guys. I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely,
Yeah.
but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She
Revelio.
is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.